stars. The Isle. You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's... Wise choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door. When you're ready, follow me. There you are. Free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We're bound for a place called the Keyrights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can do... Of course. I can't promise total transparency, but I'll be as forthcoming. The Keyrights Gallery is an ancient substructure of Balfiera Island. On account of all the doors, the gallery's full of ancient gates, each with some arcane connection. I cast an incantation of the steed, snatched you up, and fled as fast as my feet would carry me. I heard the Daedra... Would it frustrate you to hear that I have no idea? We Dureni are cautious by nature. Ugh, do I have to? If I recall my studies correctly, I'd say it's a harvester. Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're asking. I'm a member of Clan Dureni's intelligence. The gallery's always been a place of special interest. Larger weapons like staves and great axes will take both hands to use. Yes, I think that one suits you. If you change your mind, feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's find a spot to practice. This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner. Let's begin. Quick! Well done! Top marks! Brilliant! Ready yourself. Quick! Strike while it's off balance. That's the way. Well done. Keep up the defense. Strike hard, now. You're a natural. Protect yourself. Use your heaviest attack. Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. Be ready to break free. Again, make ready. Now bash the construct. Now press your advantage with a heavy attack. Again! Hold its attack! Swiftly now, interrupt it! When your enemy prepares an attack. Good, now destroy it! Well done! Come speak with me for a moment. With moves like that, the Daedra doesn't stand a chance. To reach the Keyrights Gallery, we have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of... Well, it begins with a door, the first of many. The only way to access... I believe Shyazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this... I can't say anything with certainty, but ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination can't hurt, right? One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it. Let's be on our way. Almost there. Let's hurry. Right. The entrance to the Keyrites Gallery should be east of here. Let's set out. The Keyrites Gallery is in here. Let's head inside. Well, this is upsetting. Zephyrs' bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning... Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no. I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances... Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though. All right. Do you see that vault to the south? The sky shard is there. There it is! The sky shard! Launch quickly! To the side! What? Did you just absorb the energy of that shard? Incredible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this. Let's head back to the gate. right. Moment of truth. Focus on the Sky Shard aperture. With any luck, it'll respond to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate. I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make... Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit any opening the creature gives you. There it is! Send it back to oblivion!
Only I will remain. You cannot kill what cannot die.
You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me! By all the stars! Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look. This is the Keyrights Gallery, but not as I remember it. Now I see why we never managed to unlock the gates. Their power comes from this arcane helix. Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The question for you, I suppose, is where to first? Can you believe this? Just look around. Because of you, matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. The Keyrights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel. Places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you. So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy?
Kruti can see a lucky aura. Goodbye, my friend.
That's Kanathe's Roost, a Khajiiti isle with emerging ties to the Aldmeri Dominion. Sea elves have been flexing their muscles in that part of the Topal Bay. Competing interests could lead to bloodshed. Someone like you could set things right.
We submit to your will and call forth the chains of cold.
They're performing a ritual, preparing the way for a dark anchor.
Opening rift to oblivion.
It's worse than we thought. The plane melt has begun.
The portals reach from our side to theirs. That means there is a traitor.
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince?
Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his.
Imagine seeing your nemesis succeed where you failed.
Let the way be opened!
I am patient.
Let the will of Molag Bal be denied!
This world will one day be mine.
You there, wet one. This one needs to speak to you. Welcome to Kanathe's Roost, friend. The hurricane must have been very disorienting. So many injured, confused. Keep your voice down. Try not to draw attention. Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. You are just what the Bandari ordered. Between your hands and Raz's good looks, we are certain to see this through. First, a question. Where did you come from? Yes, lie with confidence. A straight face and a gleam in your eye. Well done. It is very good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit in, you understand? You should not. You should trust your instincts. Leave if you wish. No one will stop you. Or, come with Raz and do what you can to help us recover. In the process, grow your stature and wealth. It is entirely up to you. Because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in. Commander Karen.
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had few survivors trickle in from that direction. We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part. Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard
Ilsil is this way.
I could use a break.
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something? Yes, the Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless. What do you mean, pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our camp. I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is. Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Khenarthi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd...
We should speak privately. Before you depart, let's meet by the statues north of camp. There, you see? You fit in and no one will... Ilsil is most impressed with his newest bauble. But the undead are a threat to all of Khenarthi's roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Then the locals should see we came here as allies, not conquerors. Karaneth told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Khenarthi's roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Prove yourself to the soldiers. Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then...
Can any of you hear me? Where... You there? We were all on the little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Khenarthi's roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down... Could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Aedelas. I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes. Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the Aelids. Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of blow juice. Good luck. Do me a favor. If you find them before I do, tell them the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
Who are you? Alive? Good. That's good. Wave smash tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my... Good. I'll find...
I lost a lot of friends in that. I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? Blow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Ferian. How about you? Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you...
Bless Ifra. I'm glad you came by. She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Can't say the same for my leg. If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble. Glow juice? By the gods, it just might. Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Ferian and the rest of the squad are all right.
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite a scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gellin. What do you mean? First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death. What else was in that cave? Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of them. The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave? Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk? And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate a replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage. Oh, and our Sunsighter. It must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the Sunsighter back, any way you can. Sure, talking barnacles on the arse. They're all sea elves. Malmer, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates, if you ask me. Some say they have a connection to the water itself, but it's a lie. Anyone can learn weather magic like they do. Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position, but none of it matters while it's in this. The pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion. Joan and Jode, don't let the captain hear you say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Khenarthi's roost.
Bland. But the room still spin. The Prowler needed a cook, so I volunteered.
Has the storm stopped?
Dominion sailors. They're private. We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do. Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel. Suit yourself. Anything else we can do? All right. I appreciate it.
Prowler will float, but I can't promise more than that.
you check the hull for holes.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friend. I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy. And Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk to her. She only bites.
We'll finish repairs by high tide. We've got to.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements. Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought the Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it.
The Sea Vipers are insane! Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the Sea Vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things. Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The Sea Vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried. The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bombs, but I couldn't find any more. So I jumped off the ship and...
are insane! They won't kill me today!
Sur and Verkvild return just after the skies cleared up. Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome.
More wood for the cook fires, Captain! Full moon sets. Your enemy falls.
Your motions must be as inevitable as the coming
Waxing
tide.
gibbous.